So guys, welcome to the Forex Crypto Hub weekly market forecast. Um, so let's check on the markets and see what we expect this coming week. Remember, we normally start with sentimental analysis. We normally start with sentimental analysis, whereby most of the times we use my FX book. So that we can see in the short term market perspective or views from both retailers, that is now we, and also the institutions. Those are now the so-called big boys. So once you go to my FX book, you go to where we have community, then down there you're going to see sentiments. So let's check on the sentiments. There. Let's check on the sentiments. So when you go to sentiments, you're going to see on Euro USD, sales are 56% while longs are 44%. So this tells us that we have high probability of getting what? We have high probability of getting buys this week. Let's check on GBP USD. You can see longs are 34% while sales are 66%. Same thing. High probability of having buys this week, because you can see most of the retailers are selling. So the big boys are here doing what? They are there on the other side doing the opposite. So that is what we can highly expect. So for the other currencies, you can check them during your own time. So this is on USD card. Sales are 64% while longs are 36%, right? You can see here. So also this is contradicting what we have here, because selling USD card, sorry, the buys buying USD card and also buying Euro USD and GBP USD, it's not making sense at all, right? You can see longs are 44%. On Euro USD, you can see GBP USD, they are 34%. That means on Euro USD, GBP USD, we are looking for buying opportunities. So let's see what we have on gold. This is sentimental analysis. XAUUSD. Where is XAUUSD, man? Let me go slow. Okay, here it is. So on gold, you can see 35% of traders are on sell, so while 65 are on buy. So we have high probability of gold doing what? Gold selling. Let's check on. We have another website which I'll call it Trading Star. We have this website. We call it Trading Star. So let's see what we have on Trading Star and see what. Let's see on Trading Star. Let's see what commercials are doing. Commercials are the banks, the smart money, guys. So let's see how it looks. So when you look on it on the commercials, you can see longs are 75,000, while shorts are 287,000. So that means the big boys are still in for what? For sales. On my FX book, you have seen majority are in for buys, and the majority, when it comes to using my FX book there, the majority, those are now the retailers. So that is it on sentiments. Let's check on fundamental analysis of the economic calendar, and that one we are going to use Forex Factory. So you can see here we have no Hormuz reopening deal. Iran says reports that it agreed to reopen the Strait of Hormuz are false. So this is news that tomorrow market open we might be having a very big gap in the market because we have this news, and we have seen that we had have some other news over the weekend. So let's wait and see how it goes. Now let's see the economic calendar from tomorrow, that is on Monday. Remember, it's a new month, that is August. Tomorrow is gonna be on 3rd. Tomorrow is gonna be on 3rd. So you can see there, tomorrow we are going to have a bank holiday. We are going to have a bank holiday on Austria. We're going to have a bank holiday on Austria. Then at 5 p.m. we are going to have the ISM manufacturing PMI. I've been telling you what these are and what they mean and stuff. If you have not, you can just go to our YouTube channel and do some reference. You get to understand what ISM is and how you can trade it. So you can see the previous was at 53.3%. They are expecting it to go up to 54. And remember, we said a reading above 50 it shows expansion, reading below it shows contraction, right? So we expect an actual greater than forecast or equal to forecast. So we are expecting the dollar index to be buying. That will be tomorrow at 5 p.m. So if the dollar will be buying, we are going to be selling gold and the rest, right? Now let's go to Tuesday. On Tuesday, the most important news we have here is the George job opening. And when you check on George job opening, you can see previous was at 7.59 million. They are expecting it to drop to 7.42 million. For me, I can expect an actual greater than the forecast, which is a good news for the dollar. So during that time, I can be looking for a bullish dollar index. Now let's go to what? Let's go to Wednesday. On Wednesday, you see we have employment data in New Zealand. We have employment data on New Zealand. That is Wednesday. And then this news seems to be not that much important, but it's very important. That is now the ADP non-farm employment change in the US. Previous was at 98k. They are expecting, or the forecast is 71k. So I am expecting an actual greater than forecast. Giving us a bullish dollar index, meaning we will be looking for gold sales on Wednesday at 3:15 p.m. We will be selling gold at that time. We will be looking for gold sales at that time. We go to Thursday. On Thursday, we have the weekly unemployment claims there. We have the weekly unemployment claims in the US. Previous was at 197k. This time they are expecting it to go up, but for me, I expect it to go down. So I expect an actual less than forecast. I expect an actual below 205,000, which will lead us to a bullish dollar index. So as you have seen, from what I've gone through in the economic calendar, for me, I'm expecting most of the USD news to favor the dollar. So now let's go to Friday. Friday is the day. Friday is that day. So we are going to have employment change in Canada and also the unemployment rate report. And then we come to the US where our main focus is. We come to the US where we have our main focus. That is now on the NFP. We have the unemployment rate. Previously, you can see in the US currently unemployment rate is at 6.5%. So previous was 6.5. They are expecting it to also be 6.5, but for me I can expect it to lower. So I expect an actual less than 6.5. It can be a 6.2 or anything. I expect actual less than when it comes to unemployment rate in the US. The other thing is now the non-farm employment change, the NFP previously was at 57K. You can see this time around they are expecting it to go up. Personally, I also expect NFP to go up, so I'm expecting an actual greater than forecast. So meaning on Friday, that is during NFP, I am looking for a bullish dollar index. I am looking for a bullish dollar index in the upcoming NFP, that is on Friday 7th, and bearish gold, bearish GBP bearish Euro USD, AUD USD, and or XXX USDs. I'll be looking for sales on Friday NFP. But before then, remember we have the leading indicators, the likes of George job opening, ADP non-farm, and the weekly unemployment claims. Also, you can include the ISM service. You can also include them there. So that is what we expect in the economic calendar this week. Now let's go to technical analysis part. Let's go to the technicals analysis and see what we expect from the market this coming week. Let's see what we expect from the market this coming week. So we are going to start our analysis from we will first have a look on the dollar index. That is the DXY. So currently what I have on my screen, this is Bitcoin. We will check on it later. So let's start with the dollar index DXY. Let's have a look on the dollar index. I don't know where is my last week's analysis, or I cleared it, I don't know. Anyway, so let me confirm whether I have any analysis. Okay, yeah, I had analysis on this DXY for last week. I was expecting market to respect this zone and then go up. It respected and then went up, but it did not go further. It did not go much. So let's have fresh analysis. Let's have fresh analysis on the dollar index. So guys, this is the dollar index, and this is weekly time frame. One thing with it, last week it took out the previous week's high. And also it took out the previous week's low. You can see what the dollar index did, and currently you can see how the market looks. And when we check on the market, well, you will see that the market seems to have kind of a very strong support level around there, the one I've just drawn. And also wherever the market is at currently, it's another block, don't forget. So the market can decide to just buy from wherever it is. Let's see on daily time frame whether there's anything making sense there. So now coming to daily time frame, you will see whatever the market is at, we have an FVG and an OB as well. We have an FVG and an order block as well. Then when you look on this market, market formed a double top pattern and then it dropped, right? So there's that high probability the market will be going up for a little bit of a retest, continue with the sales, that is one. Or after the market goes up, it will just keep on buying, then go up to grab or clear the liquidity up there. So let's dig deep and see what might possibly happen. Number one, you need to understand that the market here is on a very nice uptrend. The market is in an uptrend. Remember, this is what time frame? This is daily time frame. This is daily time frame on the dollar index. This is daily time frame on the dollar index. Right? You can see that is how it looks. Then remember, I told you the market moves in impasse, correction, impasse, correction, impasse. So currently you can see what the market is doing is a correction. So we are expecting an impassive move to the upside. But before that, market has to do something. So we have said the current market, the current zone where the market is at, it's a very critical point for the dollar index. And remember, we have just seen that Iran has denied the reports on the opening of the Strait of Hormuz. We have seen that. So we are expecting the market to open with a gap, and that one might be maybe to the lower side on the DXY. The market might come there, and then we can be looking for longs. Remember, we have checked on the economic calendar, and I've told you NFP. I'll be looking for a bullish dollar index on NFP. I'll be looking for a dollar index. Sorry, for a bullish one. Bullish dollar index on NFP. So coming to H4 on the DXY, coming to 4-hour time frame on the dollar index, I don't see anything much. I don't see much. So mine is to just wait for the dollar to sell to around 98.7, and then from there you can look for longs on it. So as the dollar will be selling, remember gold will be doing the opposite, GBP USD will be doing the opposite. That is, they will be buying. If the dollar index is selling, they are going to be doing what? They are going to be buying, right? So this is H4, and that's where I like to end the analysis. So when you come to 1 hour as well, on 1 hour time frame, you will see nothing important there. Whatever is in 1 hour is this. These are continuation sell continuation pattern. So we expect the market to drop a little bit so that it grabs the sell side liquidity. Then from there we can go bullish on the dollar index. So guys, that is it on the dollar index. Let's have a look on gold. XAUUSD. Remember, I told you for gold, the best you can use to do your analysis is forex.com. You use forex.com. So last week was good. I forgot to share our results, but I'll do the screen recording probably tomorrow morning, and then I'll post it about the weekly results. I've been doing so for the previous week, but the 1 week just ended. I forgot to do so, so I'll do it now. Look on what the market did last week. Look at this. We had the high there, and then we had the low. So one thing happened last week. The market did not check out neither the high nor the low. It was just plain in there, right? So we already have now our playground, and you can see generally the market has been bearish for the recent month. Gold has been dropping. So let's check on daily time frame and see what's there, if it's making any sense. Remember, in the recent days, and let's say it's even more than a month, gold on the daily time frame has been consolidating. It's been consolidating, and as I told you the previous week or last week in our session, we expect this market to sweep the sell side liquidity down here. So we are expecting a very sharp drop on gold. That might be caused by the upcoming NFP. We were expecting what do we call it, FOMC to do so, but it failed. So this was the lowest point where gold has gone to so far. So this week I expect, if things go well, gold will sweep this liquidity at 39.24, probably going to 38.80, and then from there you can look for some buys before we know what next on gold, right? So that is daily time frame view. That's my view on the daily time frame on gold. Let's check on H4. Let's check on H4. Okay, coming to 4 time frame, you can as well see the market is been doing what? The market is been ranging. The market is been ranging on H4. You can clearly see the market is been consolidating, man. The market is been consolidating, and what the market might probably do now is that the market has an high probability of going up, and then it dropped. It drops massively. It goes up. Maybe tomorrow or the market open, it goes up to somewhere around there, and then we can drop massively. Let me change my chart to line graph and see whatever I'm trying to do here, if it's making sense. So yeah, very okay. So let's keep watching this gold. Let's keep watching gold, man. Let's keep watching gold, because as you can see, the market has already given us 2 touches, so we have high probability that the market will be giving a third touch on the on the resistance, and then from there we can look to come and get a third touch on the support as well. So that's what I'm highly expecting on gold. I'm highly expecting that to happen on gold. Remember, that is H4. Also, when you come to H1, the same thing is seen there on H1. But on H1, we have another zone here, which is giving us the possible head and shoulders vibes. So we will be watching this one as well. We will be watching it as well on H1. This one, we will be very keen on it. So let me take back my chart to candlesticks, then we can conclude the analysis there on gold. So you can clearly see what we have on H4 when our chart now is in candlesticks. This is what we have when our chart is on candlesticks. On gold, this is a 4-hour time frame. Let's go to 1 hour. Let's go to 1 hour. So when you come to 1 hour, I've said we will be watching this zone first. We will be watching this zone. It's at around 40.70. 40.70. Market goes past 40.70. We watch. So let me have it like that. And in case the market goes past that, we watch the upper zone at around 4100. So we will be watching this. This is what we'll be watching on gold. That is how gold looks like, because even when you check on 1 hour, you can clearly see the market has formed a double top. Market has formed that double top all the time. And yesterday I shared with you something very important for those who were following up. So remember, we have this neckline here. This is a double top, and this is the neckline here. So there's a probability the market will be coming to retest on the neckline. So we'll be looking for sales here. If you missed on the first entries there, we will be looking for sales around the 40.70 to 40.75 or 40.80. Then if market goes past that, we watch 4100 to 4110, and then we can get our entries and drop with it, right? So that is it on gold. Let me see whether there is anything of importance on the lower time frames. Let me see. So what might probably happen because of that thing we have seen, market might drop to this level here, and actually before ending the session I'll check on hyperliquid, even though I left while it has troubles on the desktops and laptops. Let's see if it's going to take us through well and good. Nice. So you can see currently the price of gold. The price of gold, according to hyperliquid, is at 40. Market has gone to around 40.75, and you can see as well we have that zone in our chart. This is the zone, the 40.75 to 40.80, the zone I'm talking about. So there's that high probability market might be going to that zone, and then we can start doing what? We can start looking for sales. Okay, on Friday, where did the market close at? 40.43. 40.43. So according to what we have here on hyperliquid, market open, we might just see the market go up, do a correction, and then continue going up. I don't know whether you guys can understand anything here, but anyway, okay. So this is where the market closed at on Friday. According to what we have seen there on hyperliquid, I've told you there is that high probability market will open and just pump. Market opens and then it just goes up. That will be roughly 300 pips, 300 plus pips. And if it goes up and respects our zone, if the market goes up and respects our zone, that is now respects the first zone, market goes up and respects our first zone, everything is gonna be okay. In case the first zone fails, remember we have the second zone. That is in case the first zone fails. But I have faith. let me just say so. I have faith that market will respect the first zone. So that is it on gold. I expect something like that on gold, man. Hyperliquid, you can say, is communicating. Just I use it to get some clues on what I expect on Monday from the market, Yeah. This is where the market closed on Friday. So you can see we have made a very strong bullish candlestick. Remember, on the other hand, we have seen that Iran has said the news which were released about the opening of the Strait of Hormuz are false. So that one might be the one to push that market with a very strong candlestick on the market open. So the market will have a gap. Don't try to counter trade, like don't try to sell in order to fill the gap. No, just continue buying and up to 40.75, between 40.75 to 40.80, and then from there you can look for sales. Yeah, so that's it on gold. Any question on gold? Let me just have a quick look on BTC, Bitcoin, BTCUSD. BTCUSD, which one will I use? Bitget. Okay, let me use the Bitget one. Alright, so when it comes to analyzing Bitcoin, I don't do what? I normally don't use a lot of efforts. I just do very simple analysis. I normally do very simple analysis when it comes to crypto. And just look at this. When the market was going up, correcting. We had that correction. Market made an impulsive move upwards, then a correction. We had a strong move, correction, strong move, correction, strong move. Then later market formed what? Market formed a double top. You can clearly see it dropped very strongly, then correction, strong move, correction, strong move. Currently the market is correcting. So what do we expect to happen next? We expect a strong move. Remember, NFP is this week. So NFP, we can expect the market to grab this sell side liquidity and go further, go down, drop further. Remember, this is weekly time frame. So the current week, the market is very bearish already. The current week, the market is very bearish already. So let me have my, what do we call it? Let me have a line graph chart. So when you have a line graph chart, you will see that whatever the market is, it's a very market is at a resistance. Then below there you can see we have this support zone here, and then past that we have this one. So those are the target points for Bitcoin, man. Those are the target points for Bitcoin sales. So the next stop might be 55k. Next stop 55k on that Bitcoin sales. BTC sales, next stop 55k. When you come to daily time frame, you can see the market is forming that kind of it's a flag. It's a bearish flag. Bearish flag. It's a bearish flag. Yeah. So we expect BTC to give a very sharp sell very soon. And also you can see on daily time frame the market has formed what we call an head and shoulders pattern for those who understand chart patterns. If you don't, make sure you join our next class when we are talking about entries. You are going to understand them. So everything is confirming to us that BTC is coming down. BTC is coming down. BTC is gonna sell. BTC is gonna sell, and we have said the next stop will be 56,000. 56k is gonna be the next stop for BTC. So let's wait and see. And then we've checked on BTC. Let's check on this, and then we can call it a day. We can call it a night. I expect Nasdaq to sell, then buy, a sell to buy. I expect a sell to buy on the Nasdaq, something like this. So okay, let me just do the analysis with you. Let me show you something. So when you come to the weekly time frame on Nasdaq, you can see where the market came and reversed from here. It was not at a key level, it just reversed. And slightly below where the market reversed from, we have a fair value gap. That is one thing you need to know. And then from there, we have another fair value gap. I'm gonna mark the 50% of it because NFP might be pushing us to it. We will be looking for that 50% on NFP. So you can see clearly in the recent weeks, Nasdaq has been very bearish. You can clearly see that. This is daily time frame, so you can see on Thursday market was very bullish. Then Friday that is where it closed. So I expect the market to continue selling, but now before the sales continue, here on daily time frame, market might decide. Let me go up a little bit, gather enough strength, and then come down. That is daily time frame. That is it on daily time frame. Yeah. So as we have seen on gold, we are expecting the gold market to open on a buy. So same thing, I can expect it to happen on what? On the Nasdaq. Because when you check on this market, you will see that the market has formed an inverted head and shoulders, kinda. If you have sharp eyes, you have seen it. up, then market went up, a little drop, so we expect the market to go up. That is my expectation on Nasdaq. And guys, if you trade Nasdaq, here is one very simple thing about Nasdaq. And I shared that thing yesterday, if I'm not wrong, with those. Yesterday I had a meeting, and those who joined, I shared with you something very. So you go to your trading, you go to where we have indicators, search for loops, sessions, and a lax algo. That is just once you wake up, just do that. Then go and see where the market has been playing during the Asian session. So mark the Asian eye. Um, allow me to do it. Allow me to do some. We call it. Let me change some colors here. Yeah, the settings, man. On this, I need to change some colors so that you can clearly see it. Anyway, in the next time I will have already changed the colors. So on this we already have the Asian high, we have the Asian high and the Asian low. That is the highest point where the market went during either Sydney is this yellow, or during the Tokyo. So we have the Asian high and Asian low. So your work is to wait for the market to take out one of them. This is very simple strategy you can use to trade Nasdaq actually. You just wait for the market to take out either Asian high, Asian low, and you can start trading as from 4 p.m. or 4:30, right? So in this now, you can see what happened on Friday. Market swept out what? The Asian high. So after the Asian high was swiped, you could have now taken your sales and just dropped with it very nice. 3 candlesticks giving you very good picks. That was what? That was on Friday. Look at Thursday. Look at Thursday. What happened? Um, on Thursday, what happened on the London session? Market reversed exactly at the Asian low. Market reversed at the Asian low. It did not take it out. Then in New York, after market made those buys on London session, on New York session you can see we had some sales there where the market dropped to this level and someone could have gotten an entry there. On Wednesday, this is where we had the Asian high. We had the Asian high there, and then we had the Asian low there. So this was during the Asian session. What happened during London? London took out the low. What happened during New York? The market did what? Market bought. So guys, go and backtest that using the 15 minutes time frame. Just around at let's say 11, just mark the Asian high and Asian low, or at 10 in the morning, and then you wait for the market to take out one of them. Then you can look for confirmations and take your trades now towards the opposite side, targeting the liquidity there. And the best time to trade Nasdaq is at 4:30. So you get your entries before 4:30, at 4, 4, 4:10, 4:15, 4:20 there, 4:25. Yeah. So guys, that's it from me today. Have a great week ahead. Have a peaceful one. See you in course of the week. Yeah. Bye bye.